Okay, guys, let's continue. The route class is very important because let's first explain, okay, why we need to have router. Take a look at the code we wrote in the morning, okay? So all our URL, the thing is put it in the app.js file, right? Suppose you have a large application, you have to build like I have a shopping cart, I have a product. Yes, I recorded. Okay. I have a shopping cart, I have user, I have products. Can you imagine I put all the URL here? I put all the requested things here. Do you think it's good? Not a good, right? That's why we need to have a router. The route class you can think as a mini Express.js application that only has middleware and routes. In app.js, we have what thing? We have settings, configure, case sensitive, those things, right? And the route class only have middleware and routes. It's useful for abstracting modules based on business logic that they perform. Basically, it's just like we have a different models, like a user model, product model, shopping cart model. Then you can use a different router to handle the different requests based on the models. Okay. You can think as a mini application, only performing middleware and routing functions. Every Express application has a built-in router, so you can use it without to use it just, okay. Suppose we create another example, okay. Start from scratch. Demo 2, okay. Here, in Express Demo 2, I will do cd Express Demo 2, okay. I'll just npm install Express, okay. It will generate a package.json for us, okay. I generate. Then, unfortunately, you have to add a app.js by yourself first, okay. And here const express equals express. Oh no, require. Sorry, my bad. Require express, and we'll have to do an initiation. Is express this one, okay. Then here you can do a thing, configurations, okay, like app.set, like something like environment, okay, like environment, suppose I call production. So this is the thing, okay. And then at the end we can have at the end we can have the listen 3000, okay. And here, and after the configuration, then you can do middlewares, okay. And which are routes, okay. And here we will talk about later like a error handler for like a 404 page, those things, okay. So here, suppose now we have two, one is handle for products, one is handle for user, right? We don't want to put everything here. Then you can do is what? We will separate it. And for separated, it's better we create a folder, which is for called generally we call routes. Okay, most of you can call router as you want, okay? But convention we call routes, which means everything inside here gonna be router. Okay, and suppose now we do product, you can have a product router.js file. And all the things here gonna become your router. And later on, if I have something related to a user, I have user router.js, you got me? And what's gonna be inside of here? First, from Express, you have this from Express have a router class, okay, router, okay. And from this one, we'll create a router for you. And from after router, the way to use like a use get post request all is the same as app. After the use, after the get, after the exactly same, okay. And the option here is optional. You don't need to give, you can give, it's fine, okay. So here in the router first, you will have express, require, express. And then we will have to have a router. And then what's the called the express.router class. That's it. And here you can do some configuration here, like a case sensitive, strict thing, okay. And eventually here, we are going to this part, router. Okay, that's then between them, you put all your middlewares. You got me? Between them. And where to use the router, you have to require here and put it here. How to use it? Const, suppose this one is called a product router. Then we require, okay? How to require? Use relative URL routes, then go to product router. And then what you can do, in here, we have .app.use, and you have a product router here.
Express, does it return object or a function?
It's a function. You can call this one to be a function. Function or this one?
Yeah. So
this one?
How do you call express.router?
Function also can have what? Can have static properties. Right. Function is object. Object can have static properties. Because we are function, you cannot call like this way. You got what I mean? This one you can think of because we are function, right? You can think of this one as static properties. No, this one is express, same express. This one is static properties on function.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so here we just use it. So what kind of code we should put it here? The same as we did app.use, but instead of app.use, we use router.use or route.get. Okay, so here we have route.get. We will use the one which called suppose this one called pro. What's the add product, right? You remember? In the morning we have that add product. Okay. Sorry guys, I want to copy the code. Okay. Too much. Okay, I'll copy this one. Okay. Then we here I'll have res.send. Okay. Lazy. Okay. You got me? Okay. It's a string, right? Okay. Then we will have what's thing? We'll have a router dot post because here I'm using post to add a product, right? So post. Ideally, we're gonna save into save to database, but here we're gonna do okay. Next, okay. And then here, suppose we just do our I just console log. Let's me do like okay, do like this way. Okay, and here I forgot one thing which I didn't. I forgot one thing which I didn't add the parser because see here I forgot to add the parser. So before I use the product router, I have to do what? Use, okay. Use when you see set, that's a configuration, okay. Every time you use, it's gonna be middleware, okay. So here gonna become what? Express.url encoded, okay. And you can have extended true. Otherwise, it'll give you something deprecated warning, okay. So we finished. So what we changed? We move all general routers into where? Into specific router. Like this one is for all the product post delete CRUD, okay? And later on, if we do a user, that's for user, okay? Then we register here, use, okay? Now let's test. Oh, sure. npx. Yeah. npx. Oh, npx is when we install Node. It's like, do you remember npm is part of the Node? npm and npx is also, okay. Node, Moon, and what's the thing? Oh, app.js. Okay. Okay, started, and let's go to localhost. Localhost 3000, add product. You'll see the thing, right? Title, QQ. Very famous company in China. Okay, title, price, right? We get everything, right? So later on, suppose I have a user, then we can let's copy paste the user. Okay, I have a user here. I will say add a user, and here is add user, and here is add a user. Here I will just say username, and let's say what's the password. Okay, and here is your name. and password. You know, copy paste and another works. And here the same thing. Okay, const like a user router. And still require, make sure take a look at the difference. When it's my own, I have to use the relative URL, right? See here, this is express. I don't use dot slash, right? But if it's my own, I have to use dot slash thing, okay? Then here, same thing. You do what? Upload use user router. So by doing that, we have another add user ready. See here, unit password. Okay. You have unit password. That's where we use the router. Okay, we separate because our application gets so big, right? We cannot put everything in upload.js. We have to separate it. Right? Any questions so far? Yeah, he had a question. Let me mute him. Okay. Do you know him? I know the there. Any question? If no question, we'll go to next slide. So ask here. Okay, take a look at here. Okay, for this other product, okay, I all have something like this one. You got me? For all the URL in this product router, I have some prefix called something. Okay, let's give example called admin here. Okay, for all the URL, one way is we do like this way. Okay, so here we go to admin and add user. Is it product or user? Add product, right? It looks fine. Okay. The thing is because, but you have to have prefix for every URL here, right? You got me? The other way is you can do like this way. Remove here, and here use what? I move all the admin from here to have inside of my app.use. Then it's gonna do the exact same thing. Okay, so here when I go to admin, suppose later on if you change, I don't want to use admin, I want to use user. Then all other URL will have what's then a prefix called the user. Okay, and that's generally gonna do. The reason is because most of the time when we do RESTful application, right? We the URL for RESTful application have special convention. Okay, we'll still talk about tomorrow, and probably for other product and other user, they all use add. You understand me? And how can we differentiate? We have to add some prefix, right? For the prefix, you can do one by one, or you can do here. Oh, this is a product. And then we know this one, we will have prefix user. When we do like this way from the app.js, it's very straightforward and you will prevent the naming conflict. Okay, because we have the prefix here, you understand me? Okay, that is the next slide talking about. So if you have this kind of cases, you can put it here instead of directly use here. I want to test one thing, which is this one. That answer your question. Okay. See here, in the morning, we talk about the difference between use and all, right? We talk about when we use all, it exactly matches / product. And that is the power where we use. Because when we use it, actually match to something like I mentioned, it will match something like this one, /user / like this, right? Anything after that. But when we use all, it cannot achieve that. So in this case, you may need to use. Okay. Understand? Okay. Now use it. Next one. This one is in the morning, like also May you mentioned, okay, like when I said use a file system to send the file, right? You could download it, right? And it fixed somehow in Chrome and works in Microsoft Edge. You can also use what you can in result in RES. It also have something called send file. You can use it. It won't have any problem. And here you have to give the path to where to the HTML files, okay, relative, okay. So let's do an example. Take a look at here, okay. You know separation concern, okay. I will put all my pages in the views, okay. Here I will have a file called the product form, okay. Schema, right? Okay, got me. And then in my router, this piece of code I put into my product form, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is here, I will use res.send. what am I gonna do? Send the file, sorry, my bad. Send the file. And here I have to reach to this product form.html. Now, what we're gonna do is I will have a path here, okay? So now I will use path.join. Now you give me what's gonna be here. Currently I'm in product router of JS, okay? I have to reach to this one. What should I do? Oh, suppose we are start from DR then. DR is in here, right? Go up, dot, right? Then we go to views, right? Then we go to product form.html. Let me make a little bit change, see, okay? I will have H1 add the product. Okay. Now let's take a look at, okay? Did I use user? Product slash product slash add slash product slash add. Get it, right? You can see here, this is just I added, right? And when we go title, it should be because I changed I changed the here should be what? Here should be product slash add. I can this one is fine. I can add a product, but not all the cases. Okay, let's go back. Got it right. So this is the sender file. Okay, just if you understand relative URL, you guys did great in midterm exam, the first multiple choice question. Okay, then you can do this one. Not difficult. If you just guess the answer, guess again in the exam. Okay. Okay, here have another thing. We have to learn, we have to cover, okay? But you want to use it in your project because we don't send HTML from our server side. The thing is, suppose here I have some CSS files, like I want to use in my HTML. What's gonna be look like this way? I will just add a CSS. Normally with CSS, by convention, normally we're gonna do like this way, resources, okay? And in the resources, we're gonna have images, CSS, the thing, JS, okay, which is for client side, okay? All other we have wrote so far is for server side, okay? So here, suppose, let's say, okay, here we have what's thing, main.css. Let's add one more, okay, my bad. Let's add one more, delete. How can I delete this one? I just do like this way, JS. CSS. Then I put this one here. In the CSS.
Yes.
Oh, it's a folder? Okay, sorry. Okay, then I go to main.css, okay? Then here I just have a body, background color is pink. Then my goal is, I have, what's there? I have link, right? href, I have to give a URL here, and the type is a text, CSS, and have relationship rel equals the style sheet. Okay, like this, right? So what's the URL should I put it here? Then that's this one I'm talking about. Okay. In JavaScript, inside the web, inside Express, you have to have something configured here. Serving static resources. Static is the only middleware that comes with Express. Before this version, it enable pass-through request for static assets. So let's add a relative URI, try if it works. Okay, first. So we are here, right? We are here, right? So we have to go up, we'll go to Express demo, right? And then we can go to where? Resources, we can go to CSS, we can go to menu. Let's see if background color is pink or not, okay? To be safe, we can restart, okay? Okay, then let's see. Not. Let's take a look at here. Let's see here. When I'm trying to get, you're gonna have the errors. The reason is we have to configure, say I serve static files. And how to do is this one, express static, and you give where. Here is a thing, okay. Let me show you, okay. Wait me for a second. I will first config and I will make it work, and then I will explain, okay. To config to be, you can put before that. You can also put it, you can put it before this one, You must put it before this one, otherwise doesn't work, okay? For this one, doesn't matter, okay? Let's put it here. After use express dot static, okay? And inside here, we have to give a path, okay? So do I have path here? I don't have. When I organize the code, generally, I will put the built-in ones or core modules when we require put it first. Then I put all my personal separate, like kind of have a space, line break there. Okay, here. You can mix them, doesn't matter. Okay. Where? Oh, here. Then I have path. I will have a path dot join. Okay, and here, first DR name. DR name is where? DR name, which is this one, right? Then if I go here, let me see, okay. Let me try one more, okay. Haven't do for a very long time. Hey, see here. What happened is when for all the static files, okay, that is for static files. When you pass.join DR name, that means what? I have to make a cut. Wait me see. Wait me for a second. Paint. Okay, let me have a cut, okay. Yeah, I forgot to make this one. Wait a minute for a second. Okay. You understand here have a main.css, right? Okay, so I don't do again, okay? I will do like this way. Cut, okay, this is how I make exam. You know, difficult, you know, when you give things. So, and then in my app.js, I have this piece of code. And then in my product form, which is in the HTML, right? This is my code, okay? I only put this part, okay? Because we only care about this link, right? Okay, I'll care about this link, okay? Then I'll explain, okay? Let's make everything prepare ready. I want to drag a little bit more. Okay, let's hear. So we only care about this link here. What happened? Without this static, the Express cannot find all your static files. Okay, so when we have a static here, this is my path give here. Path means I'm already in this location. You understand me? Which is when I when browser trying to make a request to some static files. Okay, when browser see this link, browser will make another request, right? You understand? Browser will make another request, and that's a static file. And this is my URL here. So where should I find this file on my server side? It's based on here. Understand me? It's based on so far on my server side, all my static file is started from this is my root. You got me? So when this is my static file root here, and this is my URL, right? URL is based on a root. So from here, I go to where? Go to resources. Then I go to CSS. We know here have a main.cs, right? You got? That's why we find it. Okay. Now let me change a little bit. Okay. Here. Oh no, I made it wrong, right? Yes, I made it wrong. Okay, what's the change I made? I meant to be this one. Yeah, my bad. Okay. So I made a little bit change to be this URL configured, okay? To be this one. Then what should I change here? Remove resources, because when we do like this one, that means DR name is express demo. Then here I have another called resources, right? Which is my root is already here. So just continue on this route. So it's gonna be CSS, main.css. Okay, let's try. I just made a change when I refresh. Failed, right? The reason is because inside the resources, I don't have another resources. We have to remove this one. Then let's try one more time. Pink. Do you get it? This one is to specify. This thing is to specify the root of all the static files. Got it? Okay, let's do one by one. Jeremiah first.
Previously, when we were trying to access the HTML document, wasn't it a static file?
No, because that's a static file, but that's different because we directly use send files. And here is a browser trying to make another request to get this file. The question I guess you have is here. This one, right? This one is different from this one. Okay, because how did we send the HTML using a link inside the HTML file? No, we is through this path. This one you can consider as what? When the browser make a request to /add, then we will send something back, right? We actually can achieve using, you can think this line is same as first we read the file and all the file will send a string back. So this one is, I know I'm on the server side. Okay, I'm already on the server side. Okay, it's different from this one. Okay. This one you can consider as read the file or the string send back. Okay, and this one we directly get the file. Okay, you got it. Okay. Who had a question? There.
So previous.
This one? Oh no, here.
Yeah. Can we delete, pull the reference from here and put path.join directory.
Are you talking about in app.use? We directly put a path.join? Is
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, and remove from H reference from link, full path. Remove the full path from H reference and put it in path.join.
Here we use path.join? Here?
HTML files.
Yeah,
He would extract path
link, yeah.
Remove this one?
and he want to put it over.
And he put the full path in path.join.
You cannot use path. Here we don't have path.
Not here in there.
This one put path.join?
To put it in the app.js.
App.js.
Therefore, yes, there exactly. So we put the main and everything there.
Put in this thing.
Then there is no link between HTML.
Put it here?
Yes.
No, we cannot. Because here is then how can I know which one to serve? So you cannot. Okay, the answer is no. Okay.
We can do CSS on the other one, right?
Link in LINK, this link here have to give a CSS, right? Then I didn't get your question.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is the same as you give resource, you can give CSS on the other, right? And you only.
Oh yeah, you can do like this way.
But we.
You cannot do something main.css. Okay.
We cannot. That CSS.
Yes, you cannot. You can just give path here. Okay. Path. Then if I do like this way, what should I put in here?
Just main.css.
It's main.css. Okay. Let's change this one. Main.css. That's not supported. Okay. You here only path. Here is not a serve for this static. It should be general, not a serve particular CSS. Okay, because different HTML we may have different CSS. Okay. Okay, this is one. Okay. You okay? I forgot you.
So this middleware just for
Static file.
identify static files.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because when I go to write slash, then the root will be this file.
Yeah, but no, yes, it's going to be. But if it's not for static files, it won't go inside. We have to take a look at what this method doing. Okay.
So I have to, if I have to add the JavaScript file, he will go to system will go to the same folder.
See here. Suppose here are you talking about this JS file?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have to do extra things. Then you cannot put this thing here. Because suppose here, let's take a look at that.
Or maybe photo.
Suppose here, I have a script. Okay, src link to what's thing. I want to link to this index.js. Okay. Oh, we can do multiple. Yes, I guess we can do multiple. Here I will just have alert. Hi. Okay. Have alert. Hi. Then I want to link this JS file to here. You guys have to understand that everything I put the resources is going to be running in the browser. Okay. All other things is running on my server side. Okay. How to do it? If I'm already on the CSS, it cannot reach. We can already on CSS. We can. Okay. How to do? If I'm already on CSS, I want to read this one. Index.js, we can do. Dun, dun, dun. Then go to JS, right? We're already on CSS, right? And go to, let's see if it works or not. Okay. If not works, we find another solution. Okay. Yeah, doesn't work this way. Did this one?
I think the static part is set to.
No, doesn't work. This way seems doesn't work. See here, doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't go up. See here, even didn't make a request. One way we can, let's remove this CSS. Okay, then we can do what? We can do CSS, right? Here we can do JS. Okay, let's try one more time. Restart. Let me restart it. Okay. You have alert. Hi. Okay, let me try one more time. Okay, because I never wrote like a dot here. Let me try one more time. Okay, I will change this one back to have a CSS. Okay, let's try one more time. If it's because I cache or something. Okay, like this, right? Let me try one more time. Okay. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Anyway.
Because as the first time to run the application, he will bundle all this CSS and put it to the browser.
No, the first time I won't because if don't request for this one, why should I bundle it, right? Only when your request comes, then all those things will be executed. Otherwise, they don't execute them. When we start a server,
When I start server, the file I put in the static will be
no. When I start a server, we just deploy things on the server side. We don't. It's not related to the client.
The first request will go out of the application.
Every request that comes, it will download to the client. The static files, every request, no matter this browser, another browser, all the things are going to be sent on to the server side. Okay, I can explain to you later. Okay. The one way to solve it is you do like this way, right? I remember we have another way. Suppose I have CSS here, right? I remember we can have multiple. Let's see if I can multiple. Okay, you got me? Then here, let me change. Okay, I remember we can have do multiple, but I never did the multiple before. Okay. Yeah, you can do multiple. See here. Just now have CSS, then you can have another one for JS. Okay, then you can link like this way. Okay.
But you can go to the browser and make inspect.
Yeah.
And go for network.
You have one request for CS, one request for JS. 3 requests because these are static files. All the static files, browser will make another request to request it. So it's not stored. It's not when I start server, it's go to the client because you haven't make a request. Well, I'll give it to you, right? Only every time you make a request, I'll give back to you.
So if we make multiple static paths, so it will check in each path and
Yeah.
check whether the
Yeah. Yes. Obviously, it looks like it works like this way. Okay. And the last one related to static is like this way. There's for security reason. Probably you have never worked with servlets. Okay, if you work serverless, when you configure servlets, you will understand here. For security reason, I don't want to expose my server side folder information, folder structure. Because if I do like this way, I will know, okay, on my server side, I have resources, CSS, and also have a main.css. My structure, the folder structure is exposed. Generally, we don't want to expose for security reason, okay? Then I can do like this way. Okay, let me have my CSS. You can have a leading URL here. And when you do that, this /ABC gonna become CSS. So later on, if I want to ask main.css, right? I have to use /ABC /main.css. Basically, this ABC will replace your own CSS folder. So because my last one is CSS, right? This ABC here will replace, it will do what? It will say, when you have /ABC, you are under the CSS folder, which is the last one here. You got me? Then let me put it here again, okay? Yeah, 14, okay. What does it mean? I have to get a main.css, right? This is our URL, right? But here I had a URL config here. Then what's gonna happen is you have to use this URL because you no longer have because when we do like this statement, it means you have to do like this way. /ABC. This /ABC means what? /ABC means you are under the CSS. You got me? Slash ABC means you are on the CSS, then you can find the main.css. Otherwise, you cannot find it. You see, if I configure like this way, originally works. Now you don't work because the main.css we didn't use this slash ABC. It kind of like lost. You got it? So you have to add this leading URL here slash ABC. Slash ABC means you are under the CSS, then you can continue main.css. Get it? And the same thing for that JS file, because here I use slash my CSS, then here I have to use slash my CSS.index.js. You guys?
Not expose means in the Chrome, so we cannot see the path, right?
Yeah. Chrome, when they make a URL, they have to using slash ABC main.css, and actually we don't have a ABC folder on my server side. Okay, so client don't know where your main.css is actually being stored. Okay,
Can we replace main.css?
you cannot, unfortunately, because static files, we are looking for static file always based on name. There's no other ways because that's static files. Okay.
So if we don't put the ABC and we go back to inspect, we shall see the entire link.
If I do like this way,
Yeah.
then just go to main.css. It means you are.
Saying if we let's go back to visual code. If we remove it from there, the ABC, then we refresh the page. Let's see again the network the inspect.
Oh, you want to see what's the URL they make?
Yes, yes.
Slash main.css from root, because this one is kind of a leading root. So looking for localhost slash main.css. We don't have it because all our CSS is stored here, right? Okay. To make your guys difficult, how can, if I do like this way, how can I configure the URL here?
CSS, slash ABC slash CSS main.css.
Yes, exactly. Which means suppose I remove this CSS here, okay? It means what? It means slash ABC means goes to resources, okay? Then you have to use what thing? Slash ABC slash CSS. Okay. Got it, right? Just try a little bit demo by yourself, okay? If you still have a question, ask me tomorrow, okay? We're almost there, okay? What's the time? 28. We're early. Error handling. Do you remember when we do error handling, we use a track catcher, right? And if we throw error somewhere, see here. Suppose let me make a simple request, okay? Suppose I do a slash and the request response next. I throw new error. Oh, error is a class inside the JavaScript. Seems like an exception in Java, okay? Oops, okay. Very serious. Then we go here. Internal server error. And this one, did we write some internal server error somewhere? No, it's the same as the 404 we see before, which is Express provide the default ones give to us, okay? And we can customize it, which is for our own error handling. Define error handling middleware function the same way as other middleware functions, except error handling function has 4 arguments. The first one is error, okay? How to handle it if we want to customize? error, then request the response next. Okay, take a look at here, okay? Then you decide how would you handle the error handling. If, hey, guys here, send 500 500 let me something wrong. Okay, take a look at here and take a look at my I will do like this way. Okay, and to work. Good. What's the status code? 200. Okay, that's why we need to use status tell. Actually, it has something wrong here. You got me? Because why it's 200? Because I sent something back successfully. Understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, so you have to for error handling here. For error, it's better you have a status. Means you have something wrong. Okay, if you don't, it still show in the browser correct, but it's not a good idea. Then you are say 500. You know something wrong happened. Okay, ask a question. Yo, if I put it here, what's gonna happen? When I make a call to slash product slash add, will we get something wrong or will we get the? No. Because what is error handling? What is error handling? Is when we have error thrown, right? Do we have error thrown here? No. This is only when you have error thrown, then it's gonna go inside, which means that when I have this one, error thrown, yeah. Oh. Hey, when I threw this arrow, it doesn't see 500 something wrong. Why? Why? Hey, see here. I just now when I take a look at here. Take a look here. Okay, you already know the answer. I already explained the answer. Okay, just use it. Okay, I see error 500 something wrong, right? And now I just put it here. Then you go your internal server error.
So this one which handles the error. This listen to error and this handle to error.
No, it's not handled by this one. If it's handled by this one, we should say 500 something. Order matters. Because when we have a request comes, you are already here. You cannot go back. Understand me? You cannot go back to here because that's already passed. Because when we make a request slash user, right? Slash localhost slash, right? It's already here. You cannot go back to here. So generally, for all the error handling and for we will put just before what's name before the listener. Because if you put it before that, it cannot handle the error for you.
Just
So
before lunch,
this error,
Oh, wait for a second. Okay. Oh, one more.
just before lunch, I asked you about the same thing. That when there's a request, let it go through all the 1,000 middleware, and you said yes.
Yes.
So now here something is happening. Why do you need to go on?
No, we are not making another request. Did we make another request when through error? See, what happened is when I make this request, right? It's I only how many requests I made? One. And that one is already taken care by what? It's already taken care by here. I didn't make another request, right? Why we go through from the beginning again? Only new request comes, you're gonna go through from beginning to understand me? So I make this request and this request already handled by this one. Just here I throw error. And everything is happened on my server side already, right? So why should I go through all others? Understand me? Yeah, that's why it only go through this one.
so in the first one, so it shows the error.
This one.
Yeah. So here we are handling in the response, right? And response object.
Yeah, response. You have to send something back. You have to put it in the response. And this error message is gonna become this one. Let me show you again. When we want to send something back to the client, you have to throw the response object, right? You guys see, oops, here. And this error is because here I have error, right? Otherwise, I cannot get a oops, right? Yeah, of course, you have to use response. Request is I receiving data. Response is I want to send data back.
Next line, so we receive a request and we throw an error.
Yeah,
And second one, we write it in the response and we send it back.
yeah. Depends how would you want to handle the error, okay?
So if there are multiple errors before this one, so how does it handle?
What do you mean multiple?
Same as the previous error. So let's say if we have another one.
Oh, you have another error handling? You have multiple error handler?
Yeah, can you go back?
If you, because we have another slide probably, okay, you can.
So if we have another error before we handle this one, so which error it would handle?
You have another one here? Another one? Another one?
Not the handling, the error is there. Instead of handling
If there are two errors.
two errors,
Two errors?
yeah, which one it would handle?
All of them.
All of them, it will be handled by the same error.
Yes.
Okay.
This one, okay? This one gonna go here, right? This one gonna go here. All gonna go here. Okay. That's the power of error handling.
I mean, based on the URL, is there a way to handle, because since we don't know any. I mean,
You can.
specific to that URL, so is it possible to handle?
Yeah, you can do different error handlings like here. Like suppose you want to handle different errors, you can first this one is different from your question. Okay, we can try. Okay, because error handling mostly is more general. You want to give very specific information to a user, otherwise user will see it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I don't think it's gonna do, but we can check. Okay, first we can do this. Let me see ABC. ABC get it? Yeah. Yes, ABC get it. Okay. So I'll put ABC here. Okay. Then we put a slash. Okay, got it. You can put it. Okay. But generally it's fine. Okay. If you want to use it, use it. Okay. But general idea, if we use all of them, gonna go here. And also you can define multiple error handlers like this one, this one, this one, this one. And there's one problem is if we have multiple error handler, suppose for this error handler, I just log information for auditing, okay? And here we have next, right? We expect after this one, we should go this one, right? Let's take a look at, okay? What's the thing? Slash, okay? Let's do a slash. The problem is, what's the thing? The problem is here, we have to use ERR. Let's take a look at, okay. Something wrong. And that is the second way we use next. Do you remember next? The first way is without any parameters, right? Okay, let's take a look at the next here, okay? Because here use next, okay? So the next method, it has 3 ways to do. The first one is when we do next, it will go to next request handler function. Could be in the same URL route. I will show you later, okay? And the second one, next route, make sure the word is called ROUTE. You cannot use anything else, okay? ROUTE. It will bypass the remaining callbacks and go to next one. Will work only in middleware functions that were loaded by using app.methods or route.methods. If we use app.use, it doesn't work. Okay, you have to use get post required. Okay, last one is next something else. It will go to error handler. Let me first demo this next for you guys. Okay. I'll just write another app.js. Okay. Too many details, but those are frequent. You need to use them. You know, we cannot just skip it. You need to use for your project. We'll give this one only for let me use app dot. You understand me? This one only for next, okay? I will remove all others and we start from scratch, okay? So here, oh yes, I will use it fine, okay? Here let's get request response. if you don't need next, you don't need to have next here. If there's a requirement, you don't need to have next. Just now I mentioned if in a middleware I don't need a next, right? It's fine. You don't put a next here. Welcome. Yeah. NPX node moon app next largest. Okay. Localhost 3000. Well, see, welcome, right? Let me ask a question. If in a middleware, I don't need a request, can I do like this way? Can I do like this way? No, okay. Because this is gonna be request object, this is gonna be response object. Okay. Very good. You got me, okay? Okay, next. See here. When we talk about after the use, you can have one mandatory middleware, right? You can have multiple. You can have multiple. You already see when Nada asked question about the parser, JSON parser and URL. You already see this one. Just that one is a parser defined somewhere. Okay, like you cannot do that. If I send here, it's gonna stop. Okay, then if I want to pass here like a console.log one. Okay, and you can have a console log 2. And here we have another app.use. Okay, here I have a request, response, res.send welcome. And eventually, if my request is I want to see the welcome, right? Then here you have to pass your request to this one and pass this request to here, right? So here you have to do what? Next, okay? And here you have to add another next, otherwise it's gonna be halting there. Okay, that is the first use case of next. You will see the same thing, but in our console, you will see one to being printed, right? Because going through this one and say, okay, go to next one, I'll go to next one, oh, go to next one, go to next one. That is the first one called what's that? Called next. Okay, I'll show you this one first. Okay, and we show this one. This one is the most difficult one. Okay, this one. Something else except the route. This word. Anything else, it will go to error handler. Let me have error handler first. Okay, and make sure your error handler is after the use. Make sure it's at the end. Okay, otherwise it cannot go through there. Response next. Okay, res.status 500 dot send. I just do like this way, okay? And now, here, take a look at here. You got me? And let's see. Let me have a console log 3 here. Okay, console log 3. So far nothing, right? Make a request to anything else, okay? Anything, doesn't matter because I don't have URL, right? I see, oops, which means it goes to where? Go to my error, right? Take a look at my console. I only have one printed. So what's gonna happen is when I have that request comes, it will go through the middleware one by one, right? The first one that go through is this one, right? Oh, it match. I don't know if you have URL. The request method doesn't matter. So I go to this one. Oh, I have one printed. Then you see next something else except the ROUTE, right? It will directly go where? Go here. You didn't see 2 and 3 being printed, right? That is the next something else. Understand me? Anything like 1, 2, 3, except the ROUT. You got what I mean? It will directly go to your error handler. And if I don't have error handler, guess what's gonna happen? Exactly, default one. Okay. You not a default. Eh? I guess gonna go to default one. It printed this one. Let's skip this one. I'll take a look at it. I don't know this case. Okay. Yeah, it's printing this one. Yeah, it kind of like a send this one back. Okay. Oh, this is another case. Okay. Let's skip here. We'll talk about tomorrow more. Okay. But generally, we go to error handler. Okay. This one I have never tested before. Okay. Okay. And in official document, they only have 3 cases. It didn't mention this case. Okay.
Professor, if we include multiple thing in that dot use, so we can define only one path, right?
Which one?
First block at dot use,
This one?
so we can only define one path.
Yes, yes,
That's
one
good.
pass for all of them, for all of them. Here, what nada means, suppose here I have a slash user. So only when you make a slash user, it will go through all those error handler. You cannot have multiple, okay? Next one. Oh, okay, I'll take a look at this one later after when I go back home, okay? Next one is this one. Here, anything else, okay, we'll go to route. I'll put a route here, okay? Put a route, say bypass the remaining route callbacks and go to the next one. What does it mean? First, we can mention if I put a route here, okay, I have error handler here, okay? I change to be route, okay, the word. You go to where? You go to, no, all of them. You go to all of them. See here. 1, 2, 3. Did I go to error handler? No. It seems it's not here, right? The reason is because when we use app dot next route, it must be use method. The use doesn't work. What does that mean? Only this one get is fine. Okay. I change to be get. Okay. Let me see my console. Oh, it's already here. Let me change a little bit. Okay. Okay, here I change to be get, okay? When I use doesn't work, right? Use doesn't work, okay? Doesn't work, right? Okay. Control C. Okay, then let me get it change to be get. Hey, that's weird to me. Why don't you have 1? But if let me start again. Okay, sorry guys. It should have 1 first. Why don't I have 1 there? Okay. Guys, take a look at it. Okay, I change to change it to get, right? Hey, why don't you have 1? It previously should have 1 and 3. Why this one is also skipped? Because I put it after this line. Do you guys get me? Because this one, when we have next route, right, it will bypass the remaining. It will bypass the remaining route callbacks. So here I have this one, right? This one gonna be bypassed and go to the next router. Go to next what's in handler. But I don't know why this one is also being skipped. Let me add it here, okay. This one gonna be different. Yeah, why? That's weird. I couldn't explain this behavior.
What happens if we use all
Which all?
after?
No, doesn't matter. This one because I don't we don't care about the all or the thing. See here.
Does all count as a method?
Yeah, it all count as a method here. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay. Let me explain again tomorrow. Okay, I'll take a look at my old. Probably is a version. The version I use is not this one, the old one. Okay, then we can demo again. Okay, it should see 1 and 3. This one I'm clear. Okay.
How about we just get and both of them in
Yeah, here. next route is not related to this one. It just means it only happened for all the routers on the same after the use or after the get thing. Okay, it's not related to this one. Then this one just say go to the next router. Oh no, go to next middleware used. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay. E. Oh, I got why. I got the reason. Did you get the reason? I got the reason. Let's take a look at the API. I got a reason. Oh, I thought about a reason now. Okay. Oh, thank you, Nahong. You let me find the reason. The reason is because this thing. After the method, pass is mandatory. And just now, I just changed this one after the get. It didn't. It skipped the entire this one. It has to have path. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay. This one that no need to change it. This one fine. Okay. I changed this one, right? Let's see one more time. I think we have only 3. Should be only. Welcome. 1, 3. You got it? The reason is why. The reason just now. The reason is because this one must still have a path. Okay. Otherwise, this one is being skipped. Now, before we let me show you one more thing. Okay. So here, if I don't have this one, okay. If I don't have this one on the route, we should see 1, 2, 3, right? Because it will go through this one and it will print 1, right? And I say go to next one. Next one is this one, middleware, right? And I have 2 and this one, right? And then next one, this one for all requests, right? So we'll see 3 and welcome, right? But now I change this one to be ROUTE. And ROTE is all the middlewares attached on this get. Okay, it's gonna be passed. Okay, so when we do like this one, you will see 1, 3 because get a slash the URL match go into this middleware and I print 1, then I go to next route, right? When you see next route, bypass. Okay, see here. What did it say? What's the okay, so bypass the remaining route callbacks, go to next one. So this one pass. If I have multiple, see here, if I have multiple, like 3, 4, let me do 3, 4, and 5. Okay, if I don't have this one, we will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 5. Hey, let me, I put it here. Guess the value. Guess what's gonna be printed? Yes, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay. Let me put it before. Let me show you. I put it here. So we bypass 2. Okay. Route, right? It's gonna be 1, 2, 5, right? 1, 2, 5. You got it now? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna find the reason. Okay, so this is one. Okay, for that next arrow thing, I will take a look at it later. Okay, this is next. Let's go back to this 4.4 page. 4.4 page is 4.4 same as this error handler? Is 4.4 same as this one? Are they same thing? Different. Okay, 4.4 it means what? 4.4 means yeah. When I make a request to you, you don't have any router to handle it. Okay. This 500, the error handling means you have some server error. Suppose you have some code. The code is you have undefined. You call some call function undefined. You throw error, right? Then you're gonna go to error handler. Okay. Understand? Okay. So generally, we will put 4.4. Okay. 4.4, which is before the error handler. Suppose your 4.4 may have errors. Okay. And generally, you can do like this way. Suppose we do in a view. Okay. In the view, let me put the thing inside here. inside like this way. Okay, here has here has many. This is my error handlers. Okay, I will put my 404 here. And the 404 is a general middleware. Don't need add arrow. If you add arrow, it's gonna be error handler. Okay. And you decide what's gonna become your 404. Okay. Suppose because in this one we already set up here, we can have a page called 404. 404.html and HTML5. Okay, then H1. Normally, you're gonna customize 404 page. Okay, come back later. Oh, okay. No, come back later. Error handler is no. Okay. If we have error, say come back later. Normally, try 404 page. Let's say 404 page doesn't exist. Page not found. Okay. Like this, and then we will do what? Hey, here res.send file path.join. What's the URL? DR name. Then go to where? Here I'm on Apple.js views exactly. Okay, and I go to 404.html. Okay, suppose what other things? Oh, I have /product/add, right? So we go to, I have to restart the application. Node, no. npx node moon Apple.js. Okay, I have a /product.add. We get it, right? And others. Now, if I go to something like a slash, I go to something wrong. Did I throw error somewhere?
It's gonna be.
Oh, probably this one.
Yeah.
This one. It goes to here. Okay, probably. Let's try this one then. Okay, pay another fund, right? And then, hey, I ask a question. Okay. Do you understand 404? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
But then there's nothing different from each and other. How does this is the one that goes 404? I mean, like
What's the difference between 404 and error handler?
and any other.
Okay. 404 is what? 404. Why this one works is because suppose now I make a request to you like what's the okay ABC, right? Okay. So when I make a request to /ABC my URL, right? So it will go to my handler. Oh, this one has ABC. Okay.
No. 404 must actually exist and that must be the name.
Let me explain again. Okay. Let me choose another one. Okay. Let me comment all others. Okay. We only have two URL /product/user, right? Suppose now I go to a /shopping cart. So if I go back, do I have a /shopping cart to handle it? I don't have here. I don't have here, right? And what is this one? Every request. Okay, that is a 404 here because if I don't have anything handle you, just go here. It means I don't have a middleware to handle your request. Do you get it now? To go to 404. Yeah. If it have URL, then I will go to the URL one, right? And if because every request comes, it will go through all the middlewares. Okay, it doesn't match this one, doesn't match this one, or does it match this one? Yes. Okay. Every request.
So 404, we always have to at the bottom.
Yes. Okay. That's my question. Okay. If I put it here, when I make a request to /product/add, what's gonna happen? 404. Shopping cart 404, correct? But if I go to product 404, everything go to 404. That's why we say the order, the middlewares, when we use them, the order matters. Okay, 404 means what? If I don't have UI handle you, the last one is gonna be for every request. It go to your 404.
So come after the error handling.
No, generally before error handling, because suppose you use through error here, then you can still be catched by your 500 of the error handling. Okay. Okay, next. Middleware matters I already explained. Okay, if this is my 4.4, right? This is my get. Okay. Watch file changes. We use this one. You can has others. You can choose what you want. Okay. Forever Node-moon supervisor app. Okay. Choose what you like. And if you still have a problem on using Node-moon, you can ask me after class or tomorrow morning, anytime. Okay. Make sure you have it works, because otherwise, when you do project, you're gonna have problem. No, not problem. Just waste your time. Express this. Very simple, not very simple. Okay, simple. Okay. What's gonna happen? Practice what we learned today. Create a project and install Express. Okay, and change your Express app to serve HTML files like a /users/products, which means you add some routers. Okay, and what's the content to be returned? You decide. I don't mind. You can copy paste my homework, the code. Okay, then it's gonna be a solution. Okay, then like /users/products. Make sure you practice the router. Like we have a user router, we have a product router, and you have a get and a post to handle different requests. And the content you choose. Okay, content. And add some static files to the HTML, and then also do the configuration. Make sure you link to the CSS JS, okay, and customize your 4.4, customize your error handling. We have did everything, okay. Let's see one. For today's lecture, make sure you at least do this homework. Be familiar with all the syntax, because tomorrow we're gonna do everything on top of today's lecture. And I have more. Okay, just add on that. Okay. Yes. Oh, by the way, guys, sorry. Yesterday when I uploaded the source code, I did this morning, which is in-class demos. Do you remember there are some demos which related to JPG? I removed all of them because if I put it there, it's gonna be exceed the limit of the Sakai. So I remove all the JPGs. Okay, just download the one and put it there. Okay. Yes. Good. Any other question you gotta have?
Send a big file. Big.
Uh-uh.
Did you mean to use stream or can just use?
You can use any of them. You can use for practice purpose. You can use all the ways, practice all the way. All the ways we learned. Or you can just, if you don't have enough time, you can choose one way to do it. Yeah, I can take a look at your code later. Another thing, I'm going to give you a code, but I want to give you Node modules to you.
Okay.
You understand me? Then
type in.
Yes, exactly. So when you get a code, the first thing is the npm install. Okay, I cannot give you this in too large express. Okay. So, are you tired? Tired. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, he's just not here. Well, I think one. I think it's going to customize. You want me to see your code? Oh, stream.